yo. Testing. testing. Let me just get the numbers in. Let's get my levels correct as well. Yo. Testing.
Introducing my DJ.
Streaming live on all platforms. Welcome along to a Friday afternoon early drive time show. Today I've got a big exclusive to drop, so I'm testing it out with you as we listen and watch live on all platforms. Instagram, what's happening? What's going on? Just give me the like buttons when you're feeling the energy on this listening party this afternoon. A listening party consisting of a big massive EP that's been launched on the 15th of June. Let's get the focus right on that one. Actually, it looks better in the blur. Can't see my face properly, right? 2TUF4U Records, a new brand EP and a new brand label subsidiary, which is the EP entitled Musical JOOSE, which would be like 2TUF4U does with a variety of music producers and outstanding music from the house and garage world of 2020. Some reworks from the old days as well, under the guise of different producers, and it's big. Usually goes out on Groove School, which is like a 10 or 11 track EP that goes out and always consistently hitting number one in the download charts, all right, for the garage download charts. So the new one, which is launched, and you heard many weeks now, I've been playing the new one, Mad Tough Project, featuring Leanne Louise, Faith Is My Fire, and people thought that was a single release. It is actually part of a 20-track release, so house and garage, new elements for 2020, released on the 13th and the 15th of July. Worldwide releases, official downloads all over the place, and you know what to do, all right? So the question they always ask is, house and garage alive? Yes, it is alive and kicking. And I'm happy to say that I'm part of a label that is consistent with good house and garage music. And from the days of Tough and Jam, the label exec producer Carl Tough Enough Brown is behind the whole label as 2TUF4U Records, and of course he executive produces all the products on there, and it has a stem from his culture, his sound, his backbone and foundation in the garage world. First generation garage producer who's done amazing things amongst the scene. So this is a big project as well. You've seen the label out there as well. The color is a gold-plated label, which is kind of marks like a big anniversary for 2TUF4U Records, all right? An anniversary which you would find out a lot more behind the scenes when something comes to prominence. Remember, I told these stories, hashtag Pirate Chronicles, episode 9, which is out there now. Do check that one out. And there's loads more in store, all right? So we're going to kick off the mix, and we're going to get inside some of the new music right here, which is the feature on the new EP. It's called Musical JOOSE EP, and every time there is a Musical JOOSE EP, there will be an array and a variety of new UK house and garage, including this one, which is, I didn't even know, it hit my box today, and I said I have to do it because I'm part of the label and part of this Musical JOOSE EP with the Mad Tough project on there. And next minute, it's like 20 tracks. I said to Mr. Brown, wow. I mean, I thought it was only a little bit. He said, no, I had to put these other bits on there. Remember, I said I was working on this and I was working on that. Some tweaks and remasters, and wow. There's loads of great music here. Shall we get it started right now? And you can share up the link for me all over the place. And can I go no further without saying a big happy birthday shout to my good friend, lifelong pal, friends for life, family for life, Tony McMahon. I say enough love to you, my brother. I gave you a big shout out yesterday because you mean something to us all. Do you know what I mean? Love you, Tone. Happy birthday. Big up all those coming outside of the Gemini season and going forward to the Cancerians, which is the best star sign as far as I'm concerned. My birthday and celebrating 29 years in music is coming up on the 25th of June. Wow. A big achievement. We keep it rolling though. We keep it moving. Can we go no further without saying hashtag Black Lives Matter? Of course, every lives matter, but in this instance, we're talking about Black Lives Matter. And we keep it moving. Right, let's start this mix off right now.
Introducing my DJ.
House and garage elements on Musical Juice EP. This is the first track off of the EP. I'm playing them in shuffle mode, all right? Waves from K Craft. Brand new music.
World exclusive. World exclusive.
Shouts to those on the Instagram coming in, coming on. Welcome. Pause. More so some kind of a fresh flavors as well, isn't it? You don't usually get house elements on 2TUF4U records. Well, like I said, Musical Juice EP. Brand new fresh for 2020. Let's see what you think of this. Hit the like button. Smash it up for me on all platforms. I'm watching. Let's see what you think of this. Which one gets more of the forwards? I thought I'd start it off easy. K Craft, Waves. Hi to the Russia crew locked on. I would not know how to pronounce that name, but thank you so much for joining in. I wouldn't even try it. I'll mess it up and I'll start swearing or something. Thank you. Means a lot for you to have the eyes and ears. Shouts to Victoria H. Been listening to you since 1995 from the Freak FM 1018 Express days. Well, you are a connoisseur of the music then. Thank you for supporting for all these years. It's weird when you put the face with the voice, right? Oh, it's still on a blurry on that camera, right? What's going on? Need an engineer in here.
International show. Online now. Activate.
Thanks to my engineer, it's sorted now. Much different. This is a listening party this afternoon. Friday. How have you all been inside loosened lockdown period?
It's a world premiere.
World premiere. Let's get it.
World premiere. I'm the only one exclusive. No sound in the world can play these just yet. If you've received the Beat One promo mail out, you will have only 3 tracks off of this. And like I said, to my surprise, I always thought it was going to be 13 tracks on it. It's now 20. This is nice. Let's drop number 2. House and UK garage elements. This one is Blanco Sympathy. GG's Raw DIY dub. Music Box 3 featuring MC Pirelli. Brand new music. It's fresh once again. Sounds interesting. Share the link for me. Let's go with this. If you're feeling the energy, this is brand new music from Musical JOOSE EP. I'm going to be talking a lot through this. It's the listening party. Duetsha. Is that how you pronounce that? Duetsha 2020. Good house music. Thank you. One up for younger Mads. Out to the Mad fam. Big up to Zach Jumps for joining. Welcome. We got Matt Watsy. What's going on? Let me drop a couple more in the mix as we listen on. Musical JOOSE EP and celebrating an anniversary for the mighty 2TUF4U records. This is big in the game, brand new release.
The finish line, it's almost time to get mine. Lost in these energies, the symphony, the lingo. I come alive inside the vibe, over the groove. I like to glide, lyrically, a champ though. The symphony, the lingo.
you've heard on my radio shows and on sets before. One of the three that's available from the Beat One promo mail out. Definitely captures the sound of old school and new school with this one. Although the artist's name is Confused Identity, it sounds right to me. That's why it always gets played. Much Too Much is the title on the song. 2TUF4U Records, musical JOOSE EP, official worldwide digital release from the 13th of June. You can picture the old school from this. So the producer has captured it in 2020 though. Like it. Shouts to Andy J. Yes, Andy J. What's going on, brother? Long time. Man like John in Sidcup. Big up yourself. Shouts to Tam locked in. East London crew. Bless up. Big up Certified MC. Shouts to DJ D Will. Yes, brother. Musical Juice. Sounds fire. And you already know. One up for DJ Martin Jackson. Welcome on the Instagram. Shouts to Kim on the YouTube. One up for DJ Lolly. Quickly recorrected that spelling, right? It was spell check, I know. MADDNESS. Friday afternoon, do share the link for me. Let's get some more numbers in. Most appreciated. New music. Once again, selling it out to the Gemini, celebrating their birthday. Big up yourselves, birthday crew. But it's all about the Cancerians next on the flip mode in June. And like I've said many times before, you always know that you're getting on in age when you forget that your birthday's coming up. And you have to look into it. Like literally go on your calendar, wait, hold on, wait. What date we got here, man? Oh, yeah.
This is madness.
Enough of the projects on the EP I haven't even heard myself. I'm just blessed enough to have the first release promo advance. Back in the days we used to say dub plates if we had the acetates. So these are fresh and new. Let's drop another new one. If you cannot picture the sound and energy, visuals and audio from Carl Tough Enough Brown, then you wasn't there in the garage days. Now I know this was remastered, this one, the Push Dub. Productus. the like button when you're feeling which one is your preferred kind of beats, kind of flavor. Fresh house and UKG.
What you do and why all this is down to you. I'm not so sure, but I'm just what you do and why all this is down to you. I'm not so sure, but I'm just what you do and why all this is down to you. I'm not so sure, but I'm just what you do and why all this is down to you. I'm not so sure, but I'm what you do and why all this is down to you. I'm not so sure, but I'm just what you do and why all this is down to you. I'm not so sure, but I'm just what you do and why all this is down to you. I'm not so sure, just what you do and why all this is down to you.
This one's definitely got that Tough Jam and Todd Edwards influence. GE on this one, track entitled Waiting. Welcome to those just jumping on board. Thanks for joining me today. It's a listening party for the new musical JOOSE EP from 2TUF4U Records. For those that had the mail out from Beat One promo. They had 3 tracks on there. First promo went out a couple weeks before that, which was musical JOOSE EP, Faith Is My Fire, from Mad Tough Project. Carl and myself on the buttons of that one, featuring Leanne Louise. That's our new project and our first release as a combination production outfit, Mad Tough Project, featuring Leanne Louise. And most people thought it was a single release. Very popular as well amongst the promo video, but then Beat One has done a new mail out as well, so check your inbox, type it in Beat One in your search and look for Musical JOOSE EP. There's a new email that went out with 3 tracks on it, including the Leanne Louise track, Faith Is My Fire. You have All the Same, 4 Steps Ahead, and The Confused Identity, Much Too Much as well. Shouts to Vibesy. What's happening, UK Vibesy? On the buttons of this one, GE, thanks D Will. Shout out to homie Majestic, big up Majestic. Enough respects to you, pal. We got the cleanest vision on Instagram right now. Seems to be doing some focusing business or refocusing on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. I'm live on all platforms. Big up to Steve Lolly. Yes, he found that email. Big up to you, mate.
Now. Activate.
Part of 19 other big tunes and fresh for 2020. June the 13th and 15th are the official releases on digital download worldwide, all right? The Musical JOOSE EP listening party right now with Madness KMA in the lockdown corner for 2TUF4U Records. Now this is the one that was seen as the main single of there. However, there are so many big tunes so far. I've gone easy with you. Faith Is My Fire, Mad Tough Project featuring Leanne Louise. Just give me the thumbs up or smash the like button if you're feeling which one you prefer. Say a big hail and salute, Mr. Brown in the building. change. Next vibe and level. Elevating to a next standard. Fresh. A natural progression for house and garage music. This is why I still say house and garage. Understand this. Musical Juice EP. Shouts to Devil's Teardrop. Still sounds fresh to me, and even though we're involved in the project, it's user friendly for all those out there that experience the sunshine vibe out there. It takes you there, right? Yes, it does.
Tough. This is madness.
Sounding loud and clear. Friday afternoon, streaming live.
Tough.
Yes, Mr. Brown, I got you covered. Done know. You won't believe it, but I had it selected next anyway. Well, actually, I didn't. I just put it there because you said so. Big tunes. Listen keenly. Listening party. Hit the like button if you like it as well, if it's your kind of house and garage.
Tough.
You just let us know, man. It's the flavors right now. Shout to Simeon Riley.
Tough.
Shout to Chris 80.
Tough.
Who is it? Right to the end, it can get played. Real producers making music.
Introducing my DJ.
Let's put some more speed on that. Let's go with it. Up in the levels even further. House and Garage. New music for 2020. The musical Juice EP. Track entitled Caution. No. You Got My Heart. Caution. Artist. Yeah. Like I said, I unfolded this folder right here as we speak. I'm playing the tracks for you to hear them first. Me too. Yes, Mr. Brown. I understand. Come again. Let's hear this again. Welcome to the listening party, new listeners and followers and viewers on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitch TV and Instagram. Come again. Caution, artist name, track entitled You Got My Heart. It's a vibe already, right? I think in a moment's time I should press this button. Mr. Brown. What goes next with this? Help me out, selector. No more. We let it play, madness. Let it play. Welcome, DJ Mark Fruit. Yes, bro. See, Mr. Brown, it's like you're here with me, live in the mix. And that's long overdue as well, right? For a mad tough mix. Yeah, man. Who knows in 2020? Who knows how the story unfolds? But in the meantime, Musical Juice EP. Our official release June 13th and 15th. It's fire. Now, that's why I always stand firm for the label, 2TUF4U Records, because I always say house and garage elements, right? You know, I always say that. And the reason being is because it's got the house elements and the garage elements, or that authentic elements, which is executively produced by the man himself, Mr. Carl Brown. So it always carries that essence of a tough jam flow, or a tough enough flow, should I say. Familiar to air, yes. Brand new music, yes, and it's consistent with it. So that's why I always stand firm as like an ambassador for the label, because it stands strong for the garage that hits my spirit. Okay, saying that, there's loads of new music out there and loads of big producers that are doing their thing on their platform, on their lane, and just entitled UK Garage. But I do understand there's a big difference, right? And I want you to understand that too. Within this is a sound that's familiar to ear, but it's fresh and new. It's not just UK Garage. It's not for everyone, but it can be. You got my heart, caution. Musical Juice again. Welcome those. Join in, welcome. Facebook crew.
That song are the ruling sound, the number one champion sound in the whole wide world. Big up Madness.
Next one coming in, something fresh and brand new once again on the EP. Like I said, there's 20 tracks featured on here. This track is called Back to Me. Artist Gungo Peas. When I was told this artist name, I said, wow, where you can never forget, right? And I'm a fan of Gungo Peas with rice, but the artist too, yeah. DJ Will says it's too much for me. This one's Back to Me, right? New music, fresh. I can tell already, in this listening party, we're experiencing some greatness. Hit the like button, smash the like button if you want to reload. Oh, come on. can understand the levels already because you just know as a DJ selector and radio presenter what will be happening next. And it was fire. Okay. Gunga Peas, always bringing that sort of underground, not sort of, always bringing that underground vibe. Get to know the names as we're learning together as one. Back to me, Gunga Peas. That's heavy. Say less madness. Shouts to Alex locked in. 13th and the 15th. Will. Worldwide release on the 13th and Juno download on the 15th. That's correct. You're not wrong. Big tune. Shouts to Steve Lolly on Twitch. He said, remember back in the days when someone used to say your head favour Gunga Peas. Hey, what's wrong with Gunga Peas, man? And have that with rice on its own, no meat required, right? Join in, welcome aboard the listening party for Musical Juice EP. No frills. Very serious, a real big music. If you're looking for house and new UK garage, the Musical Juice EP entitled on a new project for 2TUF4U Records, 20 big tunes. Fully loaded. Yeah. Do remember, don't forget the Fully Loaded show is tomorrow on Flex FM 101.4 in London and of course flexfm.co.uk worldwide. Must apologise for last week's non-performance of the show. I'm back tomorrow though for sure. No doubt I'm going to be playing loads of these tomorrow again in the mix more. I know I'm talking all over them because they're fresh and new. Now, I know I've played this one a lot as well. It was also part of the package of promos that I've been playing from the musical JOOSE EP. This one, Say If You Want. Statics, cut and play mix. Helen White. You've heard this before on my sets. It's also featured on the musical JOOSE EP. Part of a 20 tracker. Here it is. 2020 music, and it's something that I could picture at cream of the crop on a Saturday at the Leisure Lounge. Just kind of music like I could picture there. Playing this, definitely I would have played it back then. Old school vibe, but with the new school, right? I can picture it. Or playing this at a Lords of the Underground, Camden Palace. Can you picture it in the crowd? Standing up at the balcony, looking down, perhaps? Vibes. R.I.P. Father T. Maidon. Big up Mikey Zoo. One up to Lee on the Facebook. Yes, sir, I see it. Respect. Big up the old school North London crew. Shouts to Blonsky, welcome. One up for Exodus 314, big up you. Mr. Tough Enough Brown says, I kind of vibe from Frog and Nightgown. Yeah. It's good when you can capture the essence of old school with new. Feeling it. Been playing this one for some weeks on the show, so you already know. Big package. Big up Exodus 314, nice to meet you as well. But let's get it right with the spellings though. MADDNESS. This is the double D's, brother. More than a handful. What does that mean? Now this one here, when I heard this in my headphones earlier when I downloaded it, I thought to myself, wow, just wow straight away. And I knew it was something that I needed to play. Track entitled Right Now. DIY's recut. It's a recut, remastered and retweaked from Carl Tough Enough Brown and Dub Jams. Something that was on release, I do believe, some years ago on the Tough Jams vinyl release. Now it's come back 2020 with a remake. That is my kind of flavor for the raver. You ready?
Oh, baby.
Okay, so let me just take you back again. And I've said it's certain sounds that remind you of the days of old, right? Certain tracks and that vibe that just comes through on this one. Wow. Back in the Freak FM days, we would have bun fire on this one, no doubt. And of course, we would have broke it first because that's what we always did. Moving forward in 2020, DIY's recut. This is one of my personal favorites on this EP right now. And that's the track in title as well. Hit a vibe with this. Bassline, you ready?
Oh, baby.
Big up Ricky Sahota, big up you, pal. Shouts to the Hun Records crew and that. Featuring those tomorrow on the show. Oh, there you go for the information. Strictly on Instagram there for the Gunga Peas. I got this puppy on vinyl. Yeah, man, it came out on the Tough Jams. This one's the remake, or the DIY recut, should I say. Right now, Can't Tough Enough Brown and Dub Jams. Some extra bits been added to this. It's a flavour. My kind of tune. Play from start to finish. Big tune. Coming, the breakdown. Not just because I could see the wave, the audio waves. I'm hearing it just as you are. Shouts to Lee Mernin. What's going on, Lee? Do me a favor, guys. Can you share the link on Instagram? That's the main source today. Watch the playback on Facebook as well. They can't lock this one off. It's authentic. Shouts to those on Twitch TV. You can watch all the live streams back. Replay on Twitch TV. And the same as YouTube as well. It's all Madness KMA across the board. MADDNESS KMA. Definitely, Mr. Brown. Definitely. That's a third change, right? Music to make people nod. That's what Mr. Brown says on Insta. DJ Madness Official on Instagram. That's the only one that's got a different title, a different handle.
Sonia, the ruling sound, the number one champion sound in the whole wide world. Big up Madness.
Vibes.
Here comes the music.
Damn, that DJ
DJ made my day.
The veteran, my man, an OG in the game.
Come on, y'all.
Give me those
madness
beats.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go now.
Wow, it finally done it. Kept having this issue when I was doing live streams on Instagram, which is the most popular one for me. And every time I started to reshare the video after it was complete, it wouldn't work. It just kept saying error. So I was never able to save it. Vex, you know. Right, let's reconnect on Instagram. Thank you. Come again. Big up those on Facebook. We are more active over here now. We jumped across there. I love that though. True supporters, man. We get the numbers up and wherever we reach them out. Because the numbers just rise on the replays, right? Straight away as well. It's like, it goes up in the hundreds and hundreds. And I'm like, well, how come it ain't there immediately? Or is that the famous algorithm? Shouts to Andy J, big up to you. Out to Bobby Mead. What's happening, Bobby? Long time, mate. Hope you're cool. And I said ghoul, right? Because that's a remix of good and cool. You didn't know that. Big up to Steve, Blaze B. One up for Cassell, always. MC Official. Big up to J Fresh. Now, in keeping with the essence of old school, this one's called 98 Ting by 10 Levels on the buttons. We are involved in the listening party right now for musical Juice EP, 2TUF4U Records. Official releases on the 13th and the 15th of June. 98 Ting, 10 Levels. Let's go. Going too crazy on the mixes, just playing them in and out. From 98 Ting, 10 Levels into this. There's another one that I've also been playing for some time now on an early advanced dub. When I Think of You, Antil Mob featuring Yush. That's Family Tree from North London right there. The Dem 2 Donk mix.
Brand new world exclusive.
Musical Juice EP. That's right. 2TUF4U Records. Available from Bandcamp and all digital downloadable stores. Apple Music, Juno Download, Amazon, the whole 9 yards. Big. 20 tracks on this. Friday afternoon listening party for Musical Juice EP. One of my batteries gonna run out on this one over here. Oh man. Hold up. Or it's live radio, isn't it? Whoa, live streaming. So we had the one up before this, which was When I Think of You, Dem 2 Donk Mix. Donk Mix. Antil Mob. It's a remix featuring Yush on the vocals. Now everyone knows the Antil Mob, or you should do. Big in the game for house and garage. Been there from the very, very beginning, right? So we select the next one. Get it on. Fresh new music again. Track entitled Hold Me Down. New dub. DIY's recut. Artist name New Dynamics, but the DIY recut version. Shout to those on all platforms right now. We are live and direct. Friday afternoon, aboard the lockdown corner. It's the listening party for 2TUF4U. Still got more tracks to feature from the EP. Don't go nowhere.
It's a global international show. Online now. Activate.
World premiere, let's get it!
Tools of the trade. This is another one I haven't heard before. I'm hearing it just as you are. Fresh ears. King of the Dance. Musical JOOSE EP. A 20-track new project. Forthcoming release June the 13th and 15th nationally. This one's more laid back, it's more of a step-in groove, right? Listening party, thanks for joining in. Friday afternoon. Shouts to Big Fro. Big up to Selector Dark, yes my brother. just joining in, it's the listening party. We're going easy. We're going easy. This sounds like something you can drive along to, right? This one here. Gold label. Craig James on the buttons of this one. Another one, Musical Juice EP. One up for DJ Wonder. Respect, mate. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. One of those tracks that have been heard already today from Mad Tough. Leanne Louise, Faith Is My Fire, is also featured on this 20-track EP. It's huge. 20 tracks. Big. Shouts to another 2TUF member. Big up to Carpenter Man. Welcome along, Carpenter Man. Always good to have your support, mate.
It's a world premiere. World premiere. Let's get it.
So fresh, I'm hearing it today. Just like you, I haven't even put my cue points in yet. I'm doing some of them as we're live and direct here. That's how fresh it is. Got a few more to play. Steve Blazeby, I think there is one. I'm sure there is a Stags one on here. I think it's the Helen White track. Right, let's drop the switch. Something that was made, produced some years back, wasn't it? Yeah. And this one's got a refresh tweaking for 2020. Panic Stations, 5 Mob. Some may hear it for the first time and think, what is that? Five Mob, Panic Stations, Musical Juice. If you're feeling the energy, let me see those like buttons. Hit the like button on Instagram. Let's see it. Banging. Lukey Dan, welcome. One off for Exodus, yeah, you could say that. It's a vibe though, you can catch this one. Yeah, hypnotic. That's right, Lukey Dan. The melody pattern is addictive on this one. Panic Stations, part of the 20-track EP. 2TUF4U records available from the 13th and the 15th of June. Shouts to Crazy Chinny. Welcome. DJ Madness Official on Instagram. You can make sure you subscribe, follow, hit the notification button because we do this sometimes sporadically, like today. Just announced it earlier. Live. It's dirty, I know, right? Right, so coming up next on the top, Retro DIY's Bubblegum Dub featuring Kelly LaRock on the vocals, right? And I think this one is a rework as well, right? I'm sure it is, but it's got the 2020 new factors and elements. Let's go.
Introducing my DJ.
We are here, we are live and direct. The best sound you're always gonna know and trust when it comes to house and garage and all flavors. It's Madness KMA.
That sound, yeah, the ruling sound, the number one champion sound in the whole wide world. Big up Madness!
Shout out to Kelly LaRock, one of the queens of garage vocalists. For those on Instagram, you can see it on the screen there from Mr. Brown, the information for the 20-track EP. Forthcoming releases, Juno downloads from the 15th of June. Worldwide, everywhere else on the 13th. Outer International. You heard it first. Shout out to my sister-in-law Kim Kalen, says on the YouTube, I have to confess to pulling some crazy moves in the dining room where you need no excuse. Anyway, thanks for listening and watching. Shout out to Shockwave Josh, what's going on Shockwave? Another Groove School brother, man like Madness, you know. Hope you're well, bro. I will be even better when you spell my name correct. MADDNESS. He's sending a big shout out to Carl and Alex. Is that on the Gungle piece? Yeah. It's not Tough and Jam. It's 2TUF4U Records. Exec producer. Let's get it right. Toughen off Brown. There's no jam. But we can jam with the vibe though. Yeah. What's next? Another DIY cut. Gary Essen and Living Out Loud. Fresh new music plays right here for the listening party. It's not no frills with the mixing, right, by the way. We played it from the top so you can experience.
I'm gonna pick myself up.
Oh, listen to this, come on.
I'm sick of being played.
Living Out Loud on vocals.
Before a fool, get out the door. I'm gonna pick myself up. No, I'm sick of being played. Took me for a fool. Get out the door. I'm gonna pick myself up. No, I'm sick of being played. Took me for a fool. Get out the door. I'm gonna pick myself up. No, I'm sick of being played.
Thanks, Steve, on the Facebook. Big up yourself. We got two more. I told you it's a heavyweight piece of material coming out on digital download on the gold-plated label. 2TUF4U's the outfit, the new venture, the new journey. Musical JOOSE EP, and watch out for the next. It's going to be rolling them out. You can only find them here.
I'm gonna pick myself up. No, I'm sick of being played.
All part of the same EP, Crazy Chinny. You know. 20 tracks, it's banging. 13th and 15th of June is the release dates.
I'm sick of being played.
You don't have to be a DJ to download. I would have it for my collection to drive with. That's real.
I'm sick of being played. I'm sick of being.
Shout to GE. This is the DIY recut for 2020, entitled Out the Door.
I'm sick of being played.
I'm pleased I got to reshare that Instagram video from part 1. Finally. You can catch that back on my IGTV, right? Definitely got that tough enough flavour with this. Essence of old and new again. So the next one coming up, I do believe, is the second to last one And I've never heard this one before, so we're hearing this one fresh again, right? EDAT, USB connection. And sometimes when you upload music files to Serato, it tries to rename them sometimes. It's really frustrating. So I actually thought that it was a different name, and I was thinking, oh, what is this one? So let's listen together. It's actually correct. Artist name, USB connection, EDAT, IUDAT. Well, these are the first times you're hearing them, Crazy C, and I'll tell you what, download them for your collection, bro. Represented for great house and garage music. Now, like I said earlier, I made a statement to say I do understand that current state of UK garage is a certain particular type of two-steppy sound that is out there for a long, long time, right? But it's that type of sound that you would hear on the overground networks, like Kiss FM, for example, or One Extra, for example. It's a certain type of UK garage. But what you can always get from 2TUF4U Records, and I always stand up strong for the labels that I believe in, and you know me, the voice of Pirate Chronicles, and I speak and tell the story and the history and where it came from and where it's going. Interesting stories to arise, and do remember this before I stray off it anymore. Episode 9 of Pirate Chronicles is out there now. Episode 9 is out there now. That's the latest version, all right? And can I say this as well, which is big in the game? All episodes 1 and 2 is now available via podcast audio only, via Apple Podcast, iTunes, Amazon, Ask Alexa, Pirate Chronicles Season 1, TuneIn app, Google. It's out there as well. The podcast format of Pirate Chronicles is now available via audio, and the story must be told on a label like 2TUF4U Records, because it's still got that house and garage element from the old school to now in 2020. That's where I was angling and found myself back round again. Round the table, Madness, come on. It's got the elements because the executive producer and label head honcho is Carl Tough Enough Brown, and the sound still sounds like something you're familiar to hear, but it's fresh and brand new, right? You gotta respect that. Manners and respect with it. Underground sounds, yes, do you will. So it's not just catering for overground. It can touch that market, but it's how it gets there. But on the underground, you see the label is still powerful and moving forward. And often on the rated and recommended Juno download charts, big up to those at Juno download, for the garage charts, it often reaches to number 1, comes out for a few days, goes back again, and it's like that. And it's on individual projects, individual singles as well. But this one, again, is part of a 20-track EP. It's an album, really, but it's classed as an EP on this one. 20 outstanding tracks, house and garage of different variations. And one that I have been playing for a few weeks or a month or so, or maybe more, is this one. 4 Steps Ahead, all the same, right? Hold on. What's that doing? Well, let's reselect that one again. Right. Or over here. It's come up with one of them funny things on the reading as different. Why does it do that? Why does a Serato do that? And it just comes up reading wrong. Let's try it again. Let's see what that does. There you go. The reading came up as 77 BPMs. It's not. It's because the beats are so broken. Serato read it differently. Listen. Now, I played this on my show so many times and man, it's a banger. There's a change that happens in this as well. It takes it in another direction. Just listen if you haven't heard this yet. All the same, the track's entitled 4 Steps Ahead with the number 4, steps with the Z ahead. The final track on the Musical Juice EP listening party today. Thank you for joining me. Oh, I do love Serato though, I really do. I know I should use in the record box too. Come again. We're rolling nice and smooth, right? Apart from that last hitch. But it's live anyway, who cares? We got it rolling. Available via Musical Juice EP. And also featuring on there as well, Leanne Louise, Faith Is My Fire. I've been playing that and hammering it. And shout to the early DJs playing it as well. Thank you so much for your support. Let's continue the support. Beat One promo. Check your inbox. If you didn't receive 3 tracks off of the promo off of this, there was a jiggle around and they put another 2 more on there, which was originally meant to be. Check your inbox. Somebody else already said, oh, I found it. Shouts to Lee Fagan, you know, brother. I know you would understand these beats, right? Shouts to the Threads Radio crew, bless up. It's naughty. Hi to Serena, thanks for joining. All the same, 4 steps ahead. Serato wanted to read the BPMs differently, but here we go, this is why. You nod your head different to this and you gotta put a bass face on it. You got to, right? And you know that, we do miss it, innit? Back in the record shop days. This would have been a top seller. It is different, Exodus, yeah. You ain't heard nothing yet though, wait, there's a change in it. It just goes rotten and you just don't realise it. Ultimate bass face on the bass drop. Shouts to D Will, I could do that, couldn't I? I've selected it on deck number 1, right? It's selected, it's right here, it's ready. Yes, Mr. Brown. Yes, D Will. Shouts to Nelson Bizzle. Big up you, Nelson. Here's the change, listen. Just pre the breakdown, listen. It's just nasty. Do you smell it? Can you feel the bass drop? It's different, right? Nothing wrong with that, man. Jeez. And it just doesn't stop. It's a constant groove. Yeah. I'm back again. Listen. Thank you for joining me on the listening party today. I was looking to shut it down. This is the final track of the 20-track EP. Did I tell you it was musical juice? Can you see it? Hold on. That was the early promo one, the black thing, but it's now a gold-plated label, right? Come on. Mr. Brown said it's like man food. Shouts to my primo, the hooligan 6'9", freak family. Blessings to you, primo. It's all right, better late than never, right? I was looking to shut it down, but it seemed like the vibe is just here. It's rolling. Should I carry on? I don't know. As the lights flash on deck number 2, it says that this is the end of this track here. So as well as having Faith Is My Fire, the new collaboration production as Mad Tough project. That's Carl Tough Enough Brown and myself featuring Leanne Louise, which is one of the main factors of that EP. To me, of course, it means something really special. It's a great combination as we launched that via the musical Juice EP. 20 tracks included on there, all right? There's also another one featuring from Mad Tough Projects, and a lot of people are asking, can I play that? Can I play that? And this is, I'm talking even house DJs are requesting, can I play that? I'll do that in a mix and, you know, make it my own kind of way and styling. So I said, you know, I don't know. It's only me that's got it. No sound, you know, in the David Ruddigan voice. No sound in the world can play this. This is old school elements with new school. This is a combination of our essence within our spirit. Mad, tough, perfect dub. Carl Tough Enough Brown and Madness KMA join forces. Are you serious? Mad Tough. Perfect dub. Pre this again, have you heard it? If you don't know, a dub play special. Hit the like button all over the place. Let's see it, because this is a banger. Automatic reload.
This station rules the nation with a mad tough version. Whoa.
Come again, come on. Now, it's called Perfect Dub because of how we heard the vocal that we sampled put in there, right? How do you hear it? The like button says it's a banger. This is Mad Tough. Come on. Now, on the musical Juice EP, we have Faith Is My Fire with Leanne Louise. Now, that's user-friendly, fresh for the summertime ahead. Yeah, I would say that. But you see this one here? From time you get house DJ saying, Madness, send this to me, please. And I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. When it's of different genres and they say, I can play this tune, I'll make it work within my set, you know it's a dirty banger. In the good sense though, big up those hitting the like button, it's fresh. This is not part of the musical Juice EP, by the way. It's a dubplate special. D Will requested it, and he's a good time supporter.
Now this station
Rules the nation with the mad tough version. Easy. Featuring Frisky Dunn on the vocal there. Big up yourself, Frisky. Yes, Carpenter Man, what do you think of this one? Perfect dub. It's got the old and new school, right? If you could only have pictured me and Mr. Brown in the studio when we was making this.
This station.
The head nodding was out of control. The hand gestures looked like we was having an argument. The bass face was like something was going on. Big up Devil's Teardrop. Out to DJ Wonder. One up for Hooligan 6'9". Shouts to Sally. Yes, Madness. Nice one. This station. Do remember, don't forget, tomorrow I am live and direct on Flex FM 101.4 for my regular Saturday show. Well, I should say irregular show because it's the opposite. Should I continue for a Friday drive time? Like reset the parameter and come again? And the way we do it, it's like you think it's gonna end, but it don't. No. Yeah. What I say it was called? Perfect Dub. What did I say? No sound can play this until we're ready. Perfect Dub, yes. It's got an element of vibe to it, right? Yeah, that's a dub special there. And I'll tell you what, I've said about many times. I said about DJ producers, producer DJs, you should always have some fresh plates to play that no one else can play just as yet. But because of the response to this and certain people that are in key positions that have said, come on, just send the email. And I'm like, boy, I'll have to speak to Mr. Brown, you know, I can't just release the projects like that. It's tight at 2TUF4U Records. I will say this again anyway. Musical Juice EP is 20 tracks featured on there that you heard it there within the listening party. Thank you so much for those that got involved in that section. Part 1 is available on my Instagram. You can go through to IGTV and rewatch it back and listen to those tracks with the full titles. You know how I do it, right? And that's coming out on the 13th on national release on all digital downloadable stores. And of course, then it goes on 15th on the big Juno download platform. And of course, no doubt, I've got no doubt it'll reach in the top 5 and many times the #1 hit for most downloadable garage tracks. Yeah, that's for sure. What's that you say, Mr. Brown? Confused identity cut. Please drop it. I did already. But we can play it again. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to reset the parameters so I can reset the videos and I will continue. I'll be back in about 3 minutes time. Don't go nowhere. Stay with me. Thanks. I'm going to do some more, right? Hey, big up to Dusty. See, you're just joining in now, Dusty. Come on. You know what I mean? Dusty Dapper. Yeah, big up yourself. All right, I'm going to be back on the other side. Give me about a few minutes, right? I'm going to reset the parameters, all cameras, and reset it, and I'll be back in a minute. Don't go nowhere.